morning, guys. I'm Corey Phelan.
Stephanie.
Yeah. We're the coaches and owners here at Another Level CrossFit. Today, the topic is going to be about injuries. So we get a lot of complaints about low back pain, especially shin splints, shoulders, just all the bumps and bruises of life. So we kind of want to just address the topic so that we know that we're thinking about it, and kind of go over what it's like to train and what injuries mean in CrossFit, what the difference between an injury and soreness, fatigue, building new muscle groups is. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing too is what people don't realize is, when you walk into the gym, the state that you're currently in, you're most likely not happy with. You're either trying to put on more muscle mass, you're trying to lose fat, you're trying to become an athlete, and your body's been used to functioning the current way that it was in. So you might have not have had these low back pains, wrist pain, things like that flare up in the state that you're currently in because your body has been doing that for years. So now you've taken it to a different level and you're starting to do movements you haven't done before, you're starting to mobilize, put on muscle in areas that you may have not ever had, and now your body's starting to react to it. So if you're not having any reaction to the movements and the work you're doing here, that's when I'd be more alarmed, because the work you're putting in isn't enough to see some changes in your body. So your body is going to go through those bumps and those bruises, and it's a matter of working through them. You should be more excited about, okay, I've got, some hip mobility I need to work on. Well, it's because you're putting on some quad muscle and some hamstrings that now your hips are starting to tighten up, where beforehand you may have not had that. So I'm keeping in mind that your body is changing, and you having those bumps and bruises to get through is a part of you getting into a better shape. We've had them ourselves. I can tell you I've had knee, ankle, foot, hip, shoulders, everywhere where something has not necessarily been hurt, but it's changed because I've been training harder or tried a different movement or things like that, but I've overcome all of them, and if I'm in a better state than I have been ever before. So,
Yeah, I think that it's easy for us, especially blue-collar CrossFitters, to kind of get caught up in bouncing around from chair to chair, especially being in an office setting. We're used to sitting down a lot, and when you start putting pressure into muscle groups that you've never developed by sitting in a chair or being in your office job all day, being sedentary, it kills people, and that's what we're trying to do, is reverse that cycle. So I think that a lot of people too, they work out really hard, they come into the gym, they give it 100%, but then they go back to a desk job and they don't realize that being still in your chair does affect your body, and a lot of people end up saying stuff like, well, I come into the gym and my back is sore and tight, and I'm like, well, how do you feel after the warm-up? Well, I feel a lot better, but then once it's over, and once the workout's over, then I go back to being sore and tight again. Well, that's your body's process of dealing with tightness and soreness, is you're having to work that stuff out through movement. And I think that a lot of people end up getting that soreness, getting that tightness, getting muscle fatigue, and developing new muscle groups, and then they just stop, and then they don't come in and they don't do anything, and that's where more injury starts to happen. We offer just unlimited membership so that you can come in, you can come in every day. That doesn't mean that you have to do the workout every day. Especially if you've been doing the high volume, you don't have to do that high volume every day, but you should be moving consistently to kind of prevent your body from being sedentary, from reverting back to sitting in a chair all day. That's what I feel about it. I feel worse when I don't move than if I actually just spend some time, going half pace, just moving throughout the day, and we're constantly on our feet. So, and we still feel the tightness. So I think, moving consistently, even on Saturdays and Sundays, is a good thing.
And whatever your goals are, I think for the most part, everyone can say that they're looking for the longevity of health. So taking that time out of your day, obviously, to come in is big. Spending the hour here, but like he was saying, you know, when you're at home, adding in some stretching, adding in you warming up before you go out for a hike, or now the weather's getting nicer, you're going to go and be a little bit more active. Making sure that you're dealing and addressing with those problem areas. That's also why we have open gym here, is we want you to be able to come in, have the ability to stretch, to mobilize. If you look up like Mobility WOD or Google and YouTube a lot of movements, there's a lot of education out there in that sense. And then of course, when we're here, you know, ask us, pick our brains. What helps with my shoulder? What movements can I do to really get my thoracic more mobilized? Like for today, for overhead squats. There's a lot of different things that you can do. It's just how much work you want to put into it, and we can only provide the information. So you're going to get what you put in. You're going to get out what you put in. So that's a big thing.
Yeah, I agree.
That's good. That's good.
I think that
The first.
yeah, you know, it's the first time. But yeah, injuries, they happen. I think that defining what the difference is between injury and soreness and muscle fatigue is a huge thing. And the only way that you're going to know whether you're injured or not is talking with your coaches, talking with other people who have experienced the same things that you've experienced. Because your doctor is going to tell you take 4 weeks off. You know, they are covering their own ass, and they are just going to say take some time off, don't do anything. And that is not the answer. In fact, that is going to put you further back than your progress will let you get to. So, yeah, I mean, just stay safe in your movement, stay functional, stay moving throughout the week, and
then communicate with us. Let us know what's going on. We're not inside your mind or your body. Sometimes I wish we were. I'd be like, oh, his knee hurts, his back hurts, but we don't know that. So let us know what's going on with you so we can help, because that's the only way you're going to get better.
yeah, I agree. That's it for this week.
Yeah.
See you next week.